Well, let me just say this. As an army and a Korean, just exempt them already. Like, you know, like just exempt.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they deserve like 10 exemptions.
Welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, DK News. Danny Kim.
David.
Today we have lots and lots of
Hot ass tea.
First off, strikes back in Korea, and now we all have to wear masks.
But we're not.
No.
We got our temperatures checked and did the QR code login and all that kind of stuff, so don't worry about that. And second, we have life over flowers, not boy over flowers.
Oh.
One of the protagonists, Hyun Joong from the drama Boy Over Flowers, save a chef's life.
Wow. This is a story you don't hear every day. And last but not least, of course, we're going to talk about this. BTS makes Korean history, Asian history, world history, music history, human history. They are #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And politicians are talking about military enlistment delaying again. First news, Corona strikes back in Korea. In Korea, as a recent series of outbreaks has put the daily average of confirmed cases up to around 300. Today it was 250 something.
267.
Before, they remained in double digits for many weeks, and it seemed that the corona was getting contained relatively well. However, with outbreaks in protests in churches and Starbucks, a second wave of corona is back in full swing, and with that, the Korean government has announced new social distancing measures. The Korean government announced on August 28th its level 2.5 virus measures, calling it the last stand before the highest level 3 distancing. So this is our last effort, the last stand, and if we don't get the corona contained, then we'll have to
Lockdown.
Yeah, probably lockdown. Restaurants will now be delivery and takeout only from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Gatherings of 10 or more people will be banned. Indoor sports facilities like gyms, pools, and driving ranges are all closed. Large coffee chains will be all takeout only. All customers of restaurants, cafes, and bakeries will have to log their personal info as well. Even our office, we have a QR code check-in system now with your temperature check. Academies are closed as well, so I guess kids might be liking that. These measures are to be in place for until September 6th, but it will be extended if deemed necessary. So I think it's a high chance that it'll be, extended. On August 24th, the Seoul Metropolitan Government also put out an administrative order mandating masks indoors and outdoors. These are extremely strong measures, as everywhere outside of your house, essentially, you have to wear a mask or you will be fined. Now, there is a grace period for the fines, so actually the fines will only kick in October. But regardless, you must wear masks. Funny thing is, they actually specifically stated that you are considered not wearing a mask if you put it down your nose.
Nope.
So you need to cover your nose. Thankfully, jobs that require taking off masks, like athletes, actors, on-camera personalities like us, are given an exception when they are conducting their job. Anyway, I just wanted to give the Ducks in Korea, a heads up because, they might not know about this.
And people who are planning to come here.
Right. Guys, wear your mask or you'll be fined, especially in Seoul. No bars, restaurants after 9 p.m.
Right.
Now we have to talk about BTS's upcoming Map of the Soul concert to be held in Seoul in October. This would have been the first K-pop concert since the big outbreak of the corona in Korea with an audience. I think it was 700 people, but Big Hit has announced that they are now reviewing whether they can forego the offline concerts. Do you think they will continue?
We'll have to see.
I highly doubt that they'll be able to do.
We'll have to see, but
concerts.
I think the government is doing well in containing this virus right now. The numbers have declined to like a 200 from 300. I mean, yeah.
I guess we're doing better than most
all
countries,
the other countries
right?
in the world.
So that's good.
The decrease rate is pretty good. They've canceled 2 concerts already.
Yes.
And
those are like packed stadiums.
Yeah, but still, they're canceling one more. So I don't think this is going to be good for, I don't know, the company itself.
I don't know. I think the opposite way, actually. If there is a corona outbreak, the public opinion right now, people are very sensitive. People are calling out everybody, and it's kind of growing, madness. So I think it'll be actually bad for the company to, hold a offline concert in this time. So I think they'll just do it online. That's my prediction. So,
but they'll have to sacrifice the things they preferred. So what do you think about this 2.5 level thing? A lot of people think it's a joke because people said from the beginning, let's do a full shutdown, lockdown.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks and then just to get over with this. Like 2.5 is, kind of weird.
It is kind of weird because, like, at the end of the day, people can still move about. But I think, they're doing what they can to maintain small businesses, keep them alive, as well as, keep people alive.
I don't know. Like I'm a little bit more on the strict side.
Well, you're a communist, right?
I can't speak on behalf of the small business owners, but I have seen interviews from small business owners saying that 2.5 or 3, it's all the same. Nobody's coming to our restaurants and stores anyway. So let's just lock down for like 1 week, 2 weeks. Let's make it to 0. Like just eradicate this shit and just go on.
You want like a strict curfew? You want like everybody just in their house?
Yeah.
If that works, then I'm positive. But like, look at the United States. They've been locking down for like ages, and nothing's really improving.
Lockdown wasn't really effective in the United States, but in countries like Vietnam, they did a total lockdown, and then there's
they were
like
good.
0 cases. So
who knows? But hopefully we're over it by the end of this year. Honestly, I don't see this ever ending. It's just I've lost all hope.
Yeah, we just need a vaccine. Until then, we'll just live with it, I guess.
Next news.
WS501's Kim Hyun Joong saves a chef's life. On August 24th, 10 p.m. at a Japanese restaurant in Jeju Island, 47-year-old chef Mr. Oh started shivering in front of a counter, then suddenly fell to the ground. He fell so hard that everyone in the restaurant heard the kung sound, and employees of the restaurant immediately showed up to help him. However, nobody actually knew what to do. The employees started shouting out for help, and one man came for the rescue. And this man in a black cap started checking the chef's body, then lifted up the head to free the airway, and also took off all the buttons of the chef's shirt. Then he instructed the employees around to call 911. The man in the black cap did not cease to massage the stomach and the chest of the fainted chef until the ambulance arrived. He also ordered the employees to bring ice for the chef, and he continuously tried to communicate and talk with the chef despite the chef being unconscious. And after 9 minutes, the chef slowly started to recover his breath and consciousness alongside with the arrival of the 911 ambulance. After investigation, this hero was revealed to be WS501's member, Kim Hyun Joong. He is well known as one of the cringiest characters of all time in drama Boy Over Flowers. Further investigation revealed that Kim Hyun Joong had finished dinner at the restaurant and was waiting for a driver to arrive. The restaurant owner said in an interview that only after the emergency procedure was in place did he realize that it was Kim Hyun Joong himself. This heroic good deed of Kim Hyun Joong hit the media in a very fast pace, and it provided actually an opportunity for Kim Hyun Joong to shed light on the result of his controversy in the past.
Oh boy.
So what happened in the past? So this is another story.
It's a long story.
We go back to 2015. I don't know if you guys even know WS501.
They're a very big group.
Like first gen. No,
1.5
gen. 1.5 gen. Kim Hyun Joong was surrounded in a controversy during 2015, led by his ex-girlfriend, who came out allegedly exposing him for Kim Hyun Joong making her pregnant and hitting her. Yeah. She revealed texts of Kim Hyun Joong allegedly saying things such as, "Gets toxic here, so warning."
It's pretty crazy. I've never seen anybody talk like that.
Kim Hyun Joong allegedly said, "How did you get pregnant? My sperm is so strong. Go to the hospital. Are you a pregnancy machine?"
Oh, that was insane.
Yeah, this is giving me a headache. Isn't there medicine for abortion? You pig, getting pregnant and all. Go shit. Go poop.
Those texts were very, very shocking.
That's kind of crazy. So these text messages got super viral, and Kim Hyun Joong immediately got socially buried and criticized. So that basically ended his career. And then he became a meme with his fist up like this, representing dating violence. Meantime, the ex-girlfriend filed a lawsuit on Kim Hyun Joong for making her pregnant, miscarriage due to assault, and requested 16 billion won for it. However, the court declared there was no proof of any pregnancy or abortion, and the ex-girlfriend had forged the text messages and spread misinformation through media. At the end, she was sentenced to jail for fraud and defamation. However, as many cases similar to this go, Kim Hyun Joong's career was already gone.
Yeah.
Poof.
I mean, like the pregnancy machine.
Yeah,
that's pretty
that's enough to
strong
end
wording.
anybody's career in this world.
Yeah.
The Korean public obviously did not care about the updates of the trial, thus he never got fully vindicated. So after the recent rescuing event of the chef's life, many people in the comments spread the truth about Kim Hyun Joong's case, and there were many positive comments and compliments about his action. Among the comments, one got viral which said, "Yes, he's the honorary firefighter for Kumjandi." This is a cringy line that he said during Boys Over.
왜 그렇게 쳐다봐?
그냥 신기해서요.
뭐가?
제 마음에 비상벨이 울리면 언제나 선배가 나타나는 게요.
비상벨? 불날 때 울리는 그런 거? 시켜줘 그럼.
뭘요?
금잔디 명예소방관.
Anyway, it's good that the public can now, I guess, shed a new light on him.
And also, I just want to highlight that everybody should go to the military because you know
Why?
we all learn how to do emergency
right.
procedure.
Right,
Like,
like-
that's standard procedure.
Like if David suddenly just gets cardiac arrest, I could probably keep him alive.
yeah,
Actually, I probably wouldn't.
we learn it all in the military, so good for Korean dudes.
That's the reason you spent 2 years. Yeah, it's a
Like,
life
you can
skill.
save
It's a life
life.
skill.
And, like,
You learn to kill, but you also learn to save. Next news. BTS makes history. Oh, I've never been so proud to be a Korean. BTS has once again made Korean history, world history, making Korea proud by charting #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Billboard's main singles chart, with their latest song, Dynamite. On August 31st, Billboard updated its Hot 100 charts, and there it was, BTS at #1, beating Cardi B's WAP to take the crown. Now, let me just point out that I think it's really funny that American Billboard, they have WAP, which is like the complete opposite of Dynamite, which is like a family-friendly, happy, cute, fun song, and the WAP is like wet-ass pussy. Many had predicted BTS would top the chart as they amassed over 100 million views for their Dynamite music video in the first 24 hours, sold 165K digital units, having the biggest digital sales week since Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do. They also ranked at number 30 on pop songs radio play charts, thanks to it being, a radio-friendly song and also it being fully in English. Regardless of the expected chart topping, this achievement sent all of Korea celebrating and being proud of BTS. I don't think I've ever seen an idol's achievement be, ever be celebrated on this extent. Everybody was celebrating the president and all his little politicians. Like all the politicians are like, they got on the chance, okay, this is the time to like touch, not touch, get in touch with the kids. Psy, the Jonas Brothers, even my friends who have zero interest in K-pop were posting about this, right? Like a lot of our friends were talking about this all day yesterday. All the papers are covering this as the top news. Now, this couldn't have come at a better time as the news broke out on Jungkook's birthday,
Happy birthday.
September 1st. They also had just won 4 VMAs, MTV VMAs, including Best Group and Best Pop Video. So congratulations on that as well. Speaking of Jungkook's birthday, let's talk about this beautiful birthday gift from a Chinese fan club. A full 20-car KTX train, that's the bullet train in Korea, was wrapped in messages congratulating Jungkook's birthday. Now, this made Korean train history as these spots are typically not for sale. In fact, the last time they had any ads wrapped on the outside of the train was in 2004. I think that's when like KTX was first starting out by a telecom company, and now it's a BTS birthday ad. Koreo, the company operating KTX trains, stated that they decided to accept the offer as COVID had declined their sales and thought this would be an alternative revenue stream for them. And it'd be good exposure for KTX, the KTX brand, to the global fan base of BTS, which is, I think they did it, very effectively, because I don't think I've ever seen, anybody talk about Korean trains this much. So we're all proud of BTS and their achievement. arguments, but I wanted to give viewers of an idea of the Korean pride we are feeling at the moment. So could you describe like this sense of pride?
I don't think I have ever felt this proud ever since. When was the last time I was this proud? I mean, everything I was proud about in the recent time sequence was related to BTS.
That's
so,
true.
like, yeah, I don't think anything can rival this amount of pride. Not even the Olympics. Like, I mean, the Olympics are...
No one watches like skeleton.
Yeah, no one watches
I was
figure
proud,
skating.
you know, but I like 10 people are gonna be
Bobsleigh.
like watching bobsleigh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bobsleigh fans. My lifetime, I think 2002 World Cup has to be like the number one.
Everyone was like on the streets. They were breaking cars.
Right.
Like
It
sirens
was a
were-
riot.
Yeah, they were having, I don't know, sex parties or something.
Actually, the birth rate went up in
Yeah,
2003. I think 2002 can never be
Yeah,
topped.
that can be
Like,
unrivaled. Everyone was outside, literally packed in the plaza. They were watching multi-screens, like
Right, right.
like super big screens in Busan, Seoul, everywhere.
But I think it definitely is a huge achievement just
Definitely,
in Korean
definitely.
history.
Uh-huh,
Korean history.
of course.
K-pop have been trying so hard for the past, 2 decades
Yeah.
to knock on America's door, and for a Korean artist to finally make it to the fucking top is pretty incredible.
Right.
No one would have imagined this
Right.
ever in my
yeah.
lifetime. Speaking of celebration and people who need to shut the fuck up, another talk of town was the possibilities of delaying
this
military
again.
service. The ruling party, the Minister of Culture, Sports, and whatever, tourism, are planning to make efforts to pass a law. This is like concrete planning. They are gonna do this.
Okay.
That allows those in pop culture that have been deemed by the Minister of Culture, Sports, and Tourism to have made great contributions to Korea's national prestige to delay their military service until they are 30 years old.
Very reasonable.
So right now the age limit is 28. You gotta go. So Jin has to go very soon. But if they pass this law, they'll have 2 more years. Now, obviously, they didn't specify BTS, that it was, targeting BTS. But the
BTS,
news broke
all
out.
of the context is pointing
The
at
fucking
BTS.
news broke out on the day BTS, hit Hot 100 number 1. And BTS themselves, they said that they will go when time comes. But this does open a lot of possibilities for, bigger artists. So do you think this law will pass?
Well, let me just say this. As an army and a Korean, just exempt them already. Like, just exempt them.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they deserve like 10 exemptions.
But they
Like-
want to go. They want to go. Let's make
Okay,
that
if-
clear.
yeah,
they want to go.
Yeah, they want to go. I think the military and the government can give them an exception. They're worthy of it.
Right.
And I just don't think the standards fit. The standards aren't consistent. Like you get a freaking award from a nobody contest in classical music. You're a cellist or I don't know. And you're like a bobsleigh player in the Olympics and get a medal, and you don't go to
Bobsleigh is hard, man. Think of doing bobsleigh
I
in
know,
Korea. Who
but-
the does bobsleigh?
I know, but
nobody. So
I know,
it's,
but
it's
the
difficult.
reasoning behind the exemption is because they boost up national prestige and stuff like that. Yeah, Of
Okay.
course, bobsleigh medalists boost up national prestige, but if you want to set those standards, set them the same to pop music as well. So BTS has done like trillion times more than a bobsleigh.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
What's so wrong with bobsleigh?
Okay, let's
You should
change
watch
it to
Cool
skeleton
Runnings.
then. They are getting exempt because of them bringing national
Okay.
pride in that level.
Okay.
Okay, good for them, but BTS deserves way more.
Okay.
And if they want to go, they can go, but I totally think they deserve an exemption. And I was baffled by all those comments that they should go from all these haters and that all
It's
these
not haters.
public
Come
people
on.
that don't
Just
even care about
because
them.
they want them to
degrading
go,
as
that
them
doesn't mean
idols,
they're
you know?
haters. It's because the rules of
They were
society are in
saying,
place.
"Oh, it's not fair. It's ruining our society." Oh my God!
That's
Think
called-
about the economic effect they're bringing
That's
to Korea.
called respecting the rules that we have agreed upon as a society. Okay?
Well, the rules
It's-
aren't fair because it's capitalistic society, and also those cellists and skeleton players
you
are
go
going.
protest.
Those
in front
skeleton
of the
players are not going to the
government.
military,
Go
so it's not
protest.
fair from the beginning.
I'll just say this. This law will pass. I'll make a prediction. This law will pass. No question about that. The public consensus is already there. The government seems very firm on this, and they purposefully released this on the date of the Hot 100 #1 number one BTS news because they know that the fans will be on board. Everybody will be on board because we're in celebration mood.
Yeah.
So this law will definitely 100% pass.
The question
Now,
is, what's going to be the standard?
they have to receive awards that were certified by the minister.
Can't be subjective. It has to have a standard. It has to have like a, I don't know, listed, verified kind of standard.
It does. It does. We'll talk about it in the after show on patreon.com/DKDKTV.
Need more
The time
research.
is right now below here. We'll talk exactly about the standards, give you a play-by-play, and we'll talk about who's going to be eligible.
I can
who's
already
gonna be-
see all these fan wars going 17 shouldn't go, Super M shouldn't go, Stray Kids shouldn't go.
yeah.
They're selling out tickets and Dom's tours. Yeah.
We'll talk all about that shit on patreon.com/DKDKTV. Time below. That's the after show, and we'll see you guys next time.
Congratulations to BTS one more time.